Єбана.
Ти знаєш, скільки б її просто, якщо б грали, типа, так як грається 5+1, і, наприклад, якась команда би мала, наприклад, мали б воротаря і одного оточення. Ти розумієш, скільки вони їм голів забивали?
Зіка моя
Це така бичка.
Вона бою там скрутила і вона так...
Ні, Івана Меса не може зараз.
Ти як ти хочеш?
А всі там річні. Ну вчора жуйка вкусна була. Із винограду, мені це дуже чувствувало виноград. Це був.
Знаєш що? Жовтий дали, бо ми їм там кулачки, фоткалися, дивитися такого.
Ні, а ти сіди ничі не принесли. А ти принесли. То японське. А чу, я думаю, Мак, а прикол то було, що просто типу вкус. Що Мак такий?
Я тобі там йде. Єбав,
У нас тихо, Лівія їх знімає. Може йдемо в коло? А мені кажеться, диви 33-ка, що це хлопець. Диви, у нього...
Він грає цей, у 16.
За кого?
У 14.
Де 33? А це хлопець? А це хлопець? То хлопець. Диви, у нього просто, це хлопець.
Подивися на його ноги.
Так, хлопчачий. Плюс він у нього низьке вусто і лице дуже похоже.
А ім'я дівоче, сука, щось подозрительне, то подозрительне, нахуй.
А може ти?
А я думаю, що всі йому говорять англійською. А чи ти телевізор? Конор Макгрегор.
Десятка така кончена, були з 0 забили. Ви зламали, ви санітки. А я пішов і сказав, Боже, навчися стріляти.
Єбаний ног. У мене хотіла на пуди.
Боже, 23, десятка, диви. Вона типу впаде на неї. Та нема дуже сильних.
Ваха.
Так нема в неї дуже сильних ударів.
Диви, як треба показати.
Диви, як вони зібралися, як ці, а тут ці двоє ходять, а ті зібралися.
Никакого їм розказує, никакого їм розказує. Що треба робити?
Боти.
Вона хоче на мене, диви. Єбать.
А що це показує?
Я їм так не кажу. Єбать.
Вони плюс там стоять, а ті як самики зібрали. Там хоча б масаж. Хоча б є польза грати.
Треба ще платять.
Платять?
І цим платять.
Ні. Я йду за любу зборну, але хай нам платять.
Я йду з Брайном, диви, він вино п'є і п'є пиво. Єбать, він крутий, сука. Я їх показую, а вона сказала.
Вона засміяла. Думаю, Чехи виграють. Треба, щоб зразу поставили ту на перший тайм-аут, і щоб їй 5 голів забили, і її зразу ставлять, і потім ми робимо табек, і Юльча стоїть у воротах.
І Юльча така, Юльча. Це їхня пизда, вона. Імба. Єбать, ідіть нахуй, ідіть нахуй, ідіть нахуй. Ай, койде перша, Юльча моя маленька. Бога ти не кажи мені.
Бочкані, не.
Юльчо! Юле!
Коли поникать, тут лесбіянка у рот.
Ні, бо у нас я хоче... Я типа... Дивіться, зараз дістала була.
Хто?
Ні, бо вона не хоче...
Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome once again to the 2025 SHEBOX European Box-Lacrosse Invitational here in Radotín. I am Stephen Stamp with Brian Whitmer, and we have Netherlands against the home side Šelmy, which means?
Predators.
Yeah, it does.
Wearing their very fierce white uniforms, brand new out of the box this weekend, making their debut in SHEBOX after a long year of practicing.
Yeah, I like them. This is a huge deal for Czech women to be playing box lacrosse.
There have always been a couple, a girl here or two playing in the, the boys league, and then they make that transition over to, women's field lacrosse, or they just sometimes actually sadly disappeared.
That's a shame.
And now we have this wonderful opportunity for them to play box lacrosse, and not just an opportunity for the girls who grew up playing with the boys, but also for new players who, field lacrosse isn't necessary for them, or they prefer a little bit of contact with their lacrosse.
There you go. Šelmy with their first possession. You see a lot of transition, according to Jiří Tilša, the coach. He's having trouble saying who really the forwards are. They said they're going to be running a lot. I don't know.
They definitely don't say you're a forward, you're a defender so much.
Right.
This is one of my favorite ones to watch here is Kačka Najmnikova on the left-handed side, the field helmet here, ball now. The field national team, likely one of the best field goalies that Central Europe has ever seen.
Oh, right.
And making her big blaze effect and playing offense as a lefty.
For those unfamiliar with it, he's referring to Blaise Reardon, who's one of the best field lacrosse goalies in the world on the men's side, and is a forward with the Philadelphia Wings in the National Lacrosse League. And quite good at both. There is.
Šelmy are going to be on the power play.
Didn't see what the infraction was. They may not be on the power play because, they're about to get that shot.
Kucherova not saying no, not being told no.
Hedvika Kucherova racing in. I've had a chance to speak with Hedvika several times this week. What a delightful young woman.
Oh, she's awesome. She trains she does the coaching for our we call them preps, the kids before lacrosse.
Okay.
And she's built for it. She actually does puppetry.
Oh, really? I can see that.
I don't know if it's a job or just for fun.
Just unbelievable energy.
Yeah.
And super positive.
Studying to be a veterinarian.
Oh, lovely.
Has a wonderful hobby of photographing dead animals. I'm not joking. Anyway.
That's so creepy.
It's a veterinarian thing. It's like
it
she wants to, I don't know if she wants to figure out what happened to him or what, but.
She'll be down on the crease for this power play.
But she has a helmet that fits her today. She was playing with her boyfriend's.
Is it a high stick?
Ooh, looks like it. He said he signaled for a high stick.
Yeah, there you go.
No. Look, here goes.
Yeah, it's up. It's 5.
Yeah, it's 5. Yeah.
Wow.
He said. I think the number was 1, 2.
Why is there only 3? Oh, hang on. There should be. Yeah. There should be 2 penalties. It's 5 on 3. So one of them's a major, and the other is going to be a minor.
Let's get this one right.
Yeah. We're going to put them up on the board, or
are they not? Or gives orange somebody. I didn't see any penalties.
Yeah.
Much less 2 of them.
Is it showing up on the?
Look at that.
There we go.
There's 2 different penalties.
Same player.
Same number.
So, can you check? Maybe it's unsportsmanlike.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, point bench is being changed.
Oh, it's just getting updated as we go.
So I mean,
if you refresh it,
whatever's on there shouldn't.
Right.
Shouldn't really be helpful. It looks
oh,
like.
there it is. So, they have 2 different players, I guess. Oh, okay. It just looks like because of the pole in the way of the scoreboard for us. It is 2 different players.
It was 26 twice. Now it's 15.
Yeah. Okay. So Emily Demmer has the major.
Watch that one back at the quarter break. I didn't see any penalty. Not to say there wasn't.
Yeah, they're both cross-checking.
And does this one come off the major or let the minor?
That comes off the minor. That lets the minor off.
Okay, then there she goes, Vanderpool.
Yep. Look at that.
And an opening goal for the Šelmy.
Yeah.
Bouncing at 5-hole.
Oddly enough, 15 is showing on the roster as Romy Links. And 26 was showing as Emily Demmer. I think there might be a little discrepancy amongst the.
We have a good friend point bench here.
Yeah.
No, that seems to be consistent.
Okay. I saw the 15 heading over, and it looked like. Anyway, we're going to keep rolling. You never know. Maybe they just got somebody else's jersey on. But it's now 5 on 4. 5-minute major for Šelmy to try to really get off to a fast start And they're staying strong left. Oh, strong right.
Good cycling movement here. As Naimnikova still finding two. Oh, maybe not the smoothest behind the pack. Whoa!
Oh,
fortunate pounce there off the. That gets all the way
nice
through.
job.
And no one's going to go for the ball.
Verboom will go after it, but it's going to be battled for by Veronika Tilsharova. Oh, wait, there's two. Veronika Shvekova. Shvetskova.
Svechova is number 10, the one who's put the forecheck on. Yeah. There's Vercha and Vercha. Vercha Tilsharova is the daughter of Jirka, one of the coaches as well. Her mother is also playing. Kaya is also on the team. So we have a mother-daughter situation here. Good opportunity there.
Wow. This is why you're so handy. Well, among the reasons, it's handy to have you up here. You know all these players.
I'll remind you said that. Not the power play unit here this time.
Still making a change. They're down to a dozen seconds on the shot clock. And a penalty coming to the Netherlands. Now, because it's a 5-minute major and there's still 3 minutes to go, you don't need to rush to get a shot off, although they're going to run out of time on the shot clock. Normally, of course, you take the the shot, get your 5-on-3 right away. But since there's more than 2 minutes, you're going to have a full opportunity anyway. It's interesting because I've been calling some of the shortened games running clock, and with running clock,
major's not that bad.
Well, the major's not that bad. Plus, you don't take the shot right away because then play stopped and the first penalty expires. So a little bit different strategically with the running clock.
So the power play unit back on. Kucherova, Naimnikova, Tilsharova, Svechova, and Malinovska.
Again, 5-on-3. Tilsharova.
100% so far on 5-on-3 opportunities.
And that's a save by Kim Hahn.
And here comes the forecheck, though. Svechova.
Wow, all kinds of pressure. Svechova is just a menace.
I'll tell you what, I coach U16 boys lacrosse, and Vercha Svechova is playing U16 boys lacrosse as well. And when we square up with her team, the talk on the bench is, hey, you need to guard one player, you need to stay away from one player. And that is Vercha Svechova. We're not concerned with, 80+% of the roster, but that's the player you need to worry about.
There's a beautiful rip. No hesitation. Hahn coming across, having a chat with her defenders, and again, that will come off the minor because there was no goal. If there had been a goal in the major, then any other goal will go on that and release the major. But because there was no goal on it, that is on the minor, releases it. They remain 5-on-4 and can still score 2 goals on this major.
With almost exactly the minor penalty worth remaining.
Yeah.
So great start for the Šelmy. 100% efficiency on their 5-on-3 offense.
Verboom takes it, trying to drive through everyone. Going to peel back out, thought about going to the net. This is Kimberly Verboom.
Verboom also had a fantastic sixes appearance in Portugal this past February, March, whatever it was.
Much of this team was on the Dutch national team last year.
Kenron. Another
Vodolanova.
Oh,
nice pass. What a finish. Love that for Alice Faltushova. How was that?
You nailed it.
Thanks.
They pronounce it Alitze, but you got it right.
Oh, yeah.
She also plays with the boys for LCC Radotín.
And it's sounding, I had a pretty good idea this was a pretty young team. It sounds like it's a very young team.
It is, until you see out the back door here. Here comes Kaya Tilsharova.
Right.
Her daughter is also on the bench, so there's some age as well. I think we have a couple moms out here who either like the way their sons are playing or something. But there's some age as well. But I'm just kind of looking out there now, and I'm seeing 2 moms and 3 players probably under the age of 16. So quite the spread here. As well as a U16 goaltender. I believe she's playing for Libush.
That is Julie Petrinova.
Okay. making her first, maybe second save of the game. I think they had a shorthanded opportunity.
Yeah, there's not been a ton. There's still 42 seconds left on the penalty. Delaney Keene gets it, gets underneath. That's dangerous. Delaney Keene, one of the top threats on this Dutch team. She'll head to the bench. The helmets you can see on Verboom, who's handing off the ball, the black helmets with the orange mark that many of these players are wearing are the national team helmets from Utica last year. I think most of this team
Another save.
was part of that. Just about all, actually, when you look down the bench, or they've got some helmets, a few of them. Nice pass in front, good finish.
What a give and
Short-handed goal, beautiful. Finishing was Eva Klassen.
Give and go from the corner. You saw maybe Tilsherova, the mother Tilsherova, maybe pressed out a little far. Ball moved and then sprinted to the front back of the net.
It was Claire Seichner, actually, with the goal. Boy, Veronica Tilsherova looks like a coiled spring waiting at the face-off dot.
So not a whole lot of, so 0 5-on-5 goals so far. We are now eligible for our first 5-on-5 goal of the game.
Pass to the backside. Oh, just got out of the stick of Van Heuvel. And Šelmy has it.
Malinovska looking up for Tilsherova. Oh, there comes the player out of the bench. Was she standing there? Where'd she come from?
Why was she still over there?
I don't think anyone ever let her out.
Huh.
Is that the play? That's 26. She had the original major.
Yeah, she had the major, and then
she's been in there for.
because they didn't score 2 goals. Oh, did they score 2 goals on it?
No.
No, because they scored 1 in each minor. There's a goal from the outside.
Naimnikova from downtown.
What? How do you pronounce it?
Oh, listen, this took a while, pal. Naimnikova. And that is the last name if you're involved in European.
Oh, Naimnikova. Okay, I was looking at 21. Yeah, Naimnikova.
Which is spelled completely different. Yeah, that would be a mental gymnastic. If the Czech language actually is phonetical, phonetic, I guess, phonetical. So how it reads is how it's spelled. There just are a couple extra letters like the ch, j, sh, and j, the R, which is the
the j for that. And it's easy enough in like Gigi.
Yeah.
But when you get it in the middle of multiple syllables, I find it quite tricky.
Yeah, the North American killers.
Yeah.
And they have like their special words like, oh, say this, say this. It's like,
yeah. Right? And of course, all the nicknames or the shortened names for the first names completely get me because they don't list them.
Yeah, and those are what we know a lot of these girls
by.
Here
Here comes Delaney Keene taking off. Very careful sub by the Czechs. Oh, nice save. Keene gets it back. Czechs are actually a little overly cautious maybe on that on the change. Looked like they could have got another step or two and maybe challenged Keene more. Although, if you come out on that, it is as a breakaway, it's a penalty shot if you come out. Keene trying to battle through the defense.
If you come out and play the ball.
Yep.
You don't see that one called very often here.
No. But even if you don't play the ball, even if you just impact the player's shot.
Correct. Doesn't have to be a foul.
No, you can just be running off the bench, making
there.
them think like it's going to be hard.
We saw the double penalty shot in the NLL this year.
That was fascinating.
Yeah,
that was in Vancouver, right?
There's going to be your slash. Oh. So
right. Illegal pick first and then the slash.
The slash first, then the illegal pick to kill the ball.
Right.
Yep.
He just indicated in the other direction. That makes more sense.
Oh, hold on. There's a T coming to the bench here. Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't hear what Graham Burke said.
We had a slash. I thought we had a slash on the Czech team. I saw this. I saw a Czech that could be ruled a slash. I don't think she's in the box. But that.
Yeah, there's changing now. The offense is coming out, so it is going to be Netherlands' ball.
Yeah, she does eventually make her way. I believe that's Fischerova.
Okay. So, since the second penalty is the unsportsmanlike, wouldn't the Czechs then get the ball?
Orange had possession, so there's a matching minors between whistles. I think that keeps ball going the same way.
Oh, and we're saying 5-on-5?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't love that.
If there had been more
Right.
minutes assessed somewhere, or
Right, a 2 and a 5.
I think in field lacrosse it's the opposite though. You know, like the penalty then turns the ball over. This one could spin a little. Whoa,
Oh, nice job keeping it
there.
outside.
Kucherova in the right place, right time.
Takes a couple of hits. No problem there. And Malinovska into the opposite zone.
So the penalties are on the board. They shouldn't be.
Right.
Matching should never be on the. Look at Svechova, how she presses. This forecheck. I mean, there's a fresh 30 for your team. If someone happens to score this possession,
She may or may not get an official assist.
yeah, but she gets the Stamper and Brian. It's worth a lot more points.
Oh,
yeah.
100%. That one's a little bit wide. They've still got time if they can get it back, but it is scooped up by Verboom. Nice look across.
And here comes
Yep.
on the forecheck. This is going to be a 10 call, I'm assuming.
Yep, that's it. There you go. That is again directly attributable to Svechkova.
Looked like 6 almost. The player out the back door ran on. Foltusova almost joined in. Would have been unfortunate.
Czechs taking their time.
Do you think there's a significant size advantage on the side of the Dutch?
Yes.
So when we say that the Šelmy are having their biggest test yet of this weekend,
It's literal.
Literal. Yeah.
So again, if you're seeing the scoreboard at all, the penalties are up there, but that's irrelevant.
Here comes another Svechova forecheck. Here she comes. And they finally get out.
Head to Femke Backer.
Ooh, smokes her defender.
You gotta stay.
Doris
There you
took
go.
that one.
Doris Mujerman.
Yeah. Her brother Shimon plays on my boys. Oh wow, good backhanded attempt
What
there.
a catch!
And she caught it clean. Wow, I think it's in her neck.
That was Sarah Schmota
Great
on the
opportunity.
crease.
Yeah.
Great chance.
Creative opportunity.
My goodness.
This is fun.
Yeah.
Oh, they let her out on accident.
Oh boy.
But now you have a stoppage. Now you're gonna let them out?
Yeah. Now they actually get out.
Oh, Ryan Wallace is saying this is gonna be another minor. He said, "Don't go, don't go, don't go."
Oh. So it's the players trying to come out.
So wow, look at this. He's
gonna get a delay or.
No, he's gonna release the Czech player.
Yeah.
And add a 2-minute minor here.
Delay a game. Yep. He's saying quite clearly, I told you no 3 times. They're trying to explain, and I mean, players need to know the rules.
I like that Ryan's going over there to explain to the bench. Like, look.
Yeah, I like that.
Because you know what? You and I heard Ryan.
Yes.
This coach has to be like, what is, because he was already contentious enough to.
That's true. He's already got an unsportsmanlike.
He got an unsportsmanlike, so why is this player going back in? Yeah, that's good bedside manner by Mr. Ryan Wallace.
Graham Bergsman, an assistant coach with the club, and he's played for the Netherlands men's team for years and years. Terrific player, terrific international career, and still playing. He was in Utica last year, and he has traditionally been a very acerbic, good friend. I really like that, but very much like, oh, this was wrong, this was wrong. He is a ray of sunshine with this team.
Good pressure on the 5-on-4.
Way out there.
Tilshire was going to have a rip with this one.
Hear the power in that shot as it comes off the boards.
Oh, there you
lovely. Knotkva.
I don't know if she has a goal. I don't know if she has a goal so far in this
We can
one.
look her up. We can switch to the.
That's awesome. Not the traditional power play. Kind of rolling the door at the Šelmy.
Yeah.
That was not one of their starting power play players.
I was helping out on the Norway bench today, and like running a door.
You were coaching. You were the happiest kid. You were the happiest.
I was having fun. It was really good.
Nothing against it.
I enjoyed it.
You loved it.
Yeah, and the one girl comes to the door, and she's waiting to be the next player out. We got a timeout for Netherlands, and she said, "I thought she'd just let you know that until yesterday I'd never played lacrosse before." I was like, okay.
She scored a goal?
She scored a goal. And
what a-
Babsy Zeleny came over with the ball. It was awesome.
Beautiful.
I love that
I
moment.
absolutely love
And she brought the ball over and gave it to me. And I waited until she calmed down a little bit and said, "Hey, we've got your goal ball." And she like jumped around, came and grabbed the ball. And I was like, "You want it now? Because you're going to be going back out." But her, I think, is her boyfriend.
Yeah, the one in the door with
yeah,
the bad
Ethan
knee there. Yeah,
with the bad knee. Yeah, he was, or the bad ankle, I guess. So he was, he took the ball for her. It was awesome. It was so much fun.
We have confirmed with Point Bench that Elżbieta Knotkova has not scored a goal in this event this year, which means she has not scored a goal in previous events because they don't
Didn't exist. Didn't happen.
So that is her first ever goal. We'd like to congratulate Elżbieta Knotkova on her first ever goal.
Good for her.
And I mean, not that it, obviously a 5-1 lead is better than a 4-1 lead, not as good as a 6-1 lead, but it did seem like the Dutch were kind of coming alive.
That's true.
And to kind of just say, no, we're still in charge of this one, it kind of came at a good time.
Looked like the Dutch were going to get possession here, and they will now. Delaney Keane past the defender. Nice save. This should be Dutch ball. Careful as you get near center. Don't try and stop it now. Now you can pick it up. Go ahead. Sorry, I tried to coach from up here too, right? It's oh.
You almost need a play call for this. It's
yeah.
Like the, you know.
Just a color call.
Actually, in Czech, they say, like, you know, from the goal, from the goal, from the goal.
Oh, okay.
It's like you can play it. It's okay.
Yeah. But just anyone who's not familiar with what we're talking about is if you pick that ball up and your momentum carries you over center, that's an over and back. If you go back, if you over center and then pick up the ball, then you're fine.
If you allow the ball from the goal or goalie.
Yes. To come on its own. Nice shot, Femke Backer. Bergson was pointing out to me that she's a big, strong athlete, just powerful, and can be very intimidating for opponents because she will play a physical game.
I think that's what a lot of these young Czech girls need is to be knocked. We haven't seen too many white jerseys on the ground in the first two contests. Haven't seen too many so far this game either. But I think that confidence, you know, from a win or a loss, of playing at stronger, bigger bodies, it's going to be good for them in the long run. And
getting back up does you a world of good.
Yeah, understanding that the world didn't just end because you got knocked on your butt.
Yeah. That's going to be a push in the back. Doesn't matter whether the ball was
loose or not. Could just be a push. Doesn't have to be in the back.
But he said in the back.
Could just be a push.
You're so picky.
I'm not picky. I'm just unlabeling the pushes.
Okay. I will no longer adjectify my pushes. 5-2.
Kucherova joins late.
Hands it off. On with the stop.
What a reset there. Just goes to the. What a smart play. She's so fun to watch.
And Darius Syed has actually come into play net. We've had a goalie change. Kim Hahn is over on the bench, having a bit of a reset. These were the goalies for the Worlds last year.
Down the alley is Vercha Svechova. Put back.
Oh, nice try.
And you'll see your first saves almost stepping back in the crease.
So close.
I think some of these girls have some smaller toenails than like.
There was one in the last game where one of the guys picked up a loose ball in his crease, like a foot in the crease, foot out, lifted the foot that was in the crease, and then put it back down before he started going. The rest had to kind of explain to him, like, you were out of the crease, and then you're in it. Like,
oh, wow. Some tricky passing here.
Yeah. Oh, not now.
Too late.
Here we go, Vanderheinert.
Might be. Oh, what a save.
Too many on check. Šelmy has 6 still on the floor.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah.
Who was the ref? Was it in the, I think it was in the Rebeski, wasn't it? Where one of the refs just blew his whistle and said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
I saw Ryan Wallace do that.
Ryan, yes.
And he is on this game now.
I love that. I love that because how do you argue?
Yeah, you can't
it's
argue.
over.
You almost want to stand in front of the door and say, no, I got you.
Yeah. It just resolves everything immediately.
Have we seen a Dutch power play yet?
Well,
they were supposed to have an advantage on the slash.
Right. But they scored on it?
No, there was the bench minor.
Oh, yes, the bench minor.
So now I think this is the first.
I think it might be.
Vodolanova, I actually really like this choice up high. Another good play up top. Oh, and a power play goal from Keene.
There you go. Delaney Keene quite poised in front of the net.
So a 5-1 lead turns into a 5-3 lead, just like that.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot, just heading to that far corner. Verboom and Tilsrova. Kimberly Verboom is another one that will.
Verboom was kicking through the stick.
Yeah, she's going to be another one that the Czechs will learn some lessons from. Likes
10
to get out and
seconds to play
physical.
here. Shot off the, shot just wide.
They still have a chance. No, they're going to run out of time. Tilsrova will get it, will not get it off, and we will go to. Oh.
Oh, I would just hand it to the official now.
Yeah.
But also, you're not delaying the game, so.
No, I know, it's hard. I was thinking about it today. It's kind of funny that the circumstances, what happens to you if you delay the game is that they stop the game and
It's delayed in
get somebody to come over, make you go over to the penalty box and just stop things for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bit of irony, but it makes sense. Obviously, it's a penalty. You can't let it happen. But
Yeah, you've altered the course of time, and now we're going to further alter the course of time to punish you for your.
yeah.
Anyway.
So there was one play at the end of the half, I think, or one of the quarters in the Norway versus Switzerland game this afternoon that I was coaching on. And one of our Grizzlies, the Norway women, was checking the Swiss girl. And I guess the buzzer sounded for the period, but she checked her, then checked her again, probably just as the buzzer was going, maybe just after. And the girl literally turned around and said, "Stop hitting me!"
That's amazing.
and to her credit, I loved the Norwegian girl's response. She just went and said, "Meh."
It's like,
hey,
what do you say to that?
what
It's
do
like, no.
No, yeah, no,
No, I'm going to keep doing that.
agree to disagree.
Some coaches on the floor during the quarter break to kind of fix up some things. No harm, no foul there.
5-3 for Šelmy. And I think the Netherlands are a little bit stunned because they felt like, looking at what they've played and looking at the young Czech club, I think they felt like they were going to physically dominate a bit.
You don't see that.
No.
You don't see that advantage being used the same way.
No.
The same way Germany and Tokyo played
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yes.
The size advantage just wasn't utilized.
And then once Germany started to use that edge,
So do you think
it
the
really worked for them.
coaching cue is like, could you just run to the goal, please?
yeah, just go to the net.
And then on defense, could you just push them over, please?
Yeah, yeah. It's interesting to see it as it progresses. The women's box-lacrosse global network team has played a few games. Their first game, I watched them play, and they just didn't look together at all, which is not surprising. They're from 4 different countries, 4 different continents,
yeah.
and
All
they
different countries.
just getting to know each other. And it really was taking them. The first game, they weren't together. The second game, you could see it. After the half, they started to come. Fourth quarter, really come together. But they have a very big physical defense, but they were consistently hitting late.
I think this oh, wow.
Yeah, that's going to be.
I guess we're late to start here, but
Yeah.
doesn't have a goalie in.
No, she was just running out. Now, did they switch goalies? That's Pachinova.
No, same goalie.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd say you have a 3-goal quarter, not really a reason to switch.
No, I think they are going to switch to halftime. I'm not sure.
They have switched at halftime every other
Yeah.
game, but
The Netherlands are as well.
good check in front.
Wilbert has it taken
Has
away.
a player ahead. Wow. You have to score
nice
this one.
pass.
Boom! 5-hole hat trick. Svechova.
Wow. She is a little stick of dynamite.
She is a terrorist for boys U16 players everywhere.
How old? And she's 16, 15?
She's probably now 16.
Oh. Wow. This is why it's a crime that these girls haven't got to play box lacrosse before.
But you know what? The best day for them to play box lacrosse was yesterday. The second best day
Is today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Love it.
we can't go back and change the whatever
Nope.
it was. You know what? Honestly, the Czech Republic has a fantastic women's field lacrosse program. Like
Yeah.
storied, qualified for the World Games in the sixes,
Yeah.
women's European qualifiers. These girls really know how to play field at a high level. So the initial conversation is like, why would we add this third discipline? Field sixes and then now box, where we don't traditionally we've never worn a helmet before. We've never gotten hit before, and we're really good at what we do. Why would we do these things? And the conversation as well, it's not for all of you.
Yes.
And it's not for, not everyone has to do everything. But this option should be available to everyone who wants it.
And the nice thing here in Czech, there are some facilities, and there are a lot of players, right?
Actually, there really aren't that many players.
Aren't there?
That's the...
It feels like it.
It does, doesn't it? The top women's league here has 4 teams,
okay,
3 different clubs. Those teams usually show up with barely enough to kind of get by.
Okay.
There's a whole generation missing, more or less. That's
pretty early start.
Probably delay a game.
Yeah. For
Not
sure.
Called, but you know what? Honestly, if I'm this officiating crew that's kind of called everything a little tight, maybe let one pass. So
I suppose.
15 to play here.
As we're early in the second quarter. 4 15-minute stop time quarters, full games.
Through.
Great drive, but Syed ready for it. Had no idea where the rebound went. Wisely stood her ground.
Tough pass, but stays in play. Czech defenders not looking at the ball. Very concerned with their positioning.
Shremota had a little trouble getting it. Does now. Comes out. Czech's really heading out defensively.
Good defense from Vodolanova.
Yeah, works well. That can be dangerous going out that high to press if you don't know if you have backing, but she had such good footwork.
Doesn't turn out to bite them.
No.
You see, there's actually 0-4 Czech pressure from Netherlands, and now this player is not criddling whatsoever.
No,
now,
just carrying it like a pizza.
I'm not saying pick on the sick and weak antelopes, but you
but
do
pick
see,
on the sick and weak antelopes.
Yeah, you see the Czechs saying, "Oh, you have sick and weak antelopes on your defensive end." When they have the ball, I'm going to attack them.
Yeah, Netherlands. I don't know if it was even visible in the screen. They were all 5 players within their restraining line by the time the Czech got across center.
Which is good changing. But now look at this.
Yeah.
Here comes. Yep. Give me your antelopes.
Immediately.
And we might see a 10 count here.
We're going to.
Fantastic.
There you go.
I mean, that's kind of very helpful of them to do that right away.
And again, it's Švédskova on the pressure.
Svechova, it's a Svet. I don't know.
Švédskova?
We just call her Vercha. I don't say a lot of their last names.
Švédskova.
Vercha and Vercha.
I went through it all with Iji and Mateusz Stilcher.
And you probably know more than I do.
Well, I practice Švédskova a lot, actually.
Yeah, I would say you probably hear that name quite enough.
Yeah.
Has the big pass ahead.
Oh, she's there. Come on.
Throws
there
it
you
to
go.
her.
Oh, what a save. That was a fantastic pass.
Good
by
check there.
Evelyn Koprai.
Got through both defenders were fighting to get in there.
And the Czech defenders may be awakening the sleeping giant as they're starting to really kind of get physical with the Dutch players.
Which is
good.
good.
Yeah, it's good. It looks like the Netherlands are starting to get ready to take their physicality up a step. I was actually watching the Czech coaches having a pretty animated discussion on their bench. Passionate group. Oh, nice rip. 6-4, Netherlands stay close. Yeah, and that's Delaney Keane again.
Does she have all 3? Or all 4, sorry. Definitely has 2.
No, Femke Bakker got one, and Claire Seisinger got one as well. So that's 3 for her, though. Wait.
Great check there. I wonder if the Czechs have a depth. I mean, every team has a depth problem, right? But
should it not be 6-5 now?
I believe 6-4 is correct.
Is it? Yeah. It's quite different on the box score in the computer.
They have 5?
They have actually. They have 5-3, is it? Let's update this. It's strange because they're showing 3 goals. Oh, that's so. I thought that was one player. Okay. Never mind.
Solve the problem?
Yep. Issue resolved. Keane goes to the turf, pops back up.
Kucherva gets a piece of it.
Lots of time left. Van Bilsen has it with 16 to go on the shot clock. Keane shopping for someone to pass to. Out to Van Bilsen.
Good save.
And nice rebound control as well. There's the outlet pass. Nikova.
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 Yeah.
I'm going to get that.
You are.
Shvetsova. I always find it interesting when someone's passing to someone and a player between them kind of thinks it's for them, and you can't. They're like, seems
Wow,
a bit high.
What a rebound from Shamalikova.
Oh, Tisarova with the shot. That's sitting right at the feet. We're gonna have an illegal cross check coming.
I think this one was fine. Like, if you want to replay this one back.
Yeah.
Like, Shamalikova had a beautiful snag off the goaltender. So here comes that.
It's already, the hand's already up. Okay. Go ahead and play. Oh.
Like, really, here, watch.
Yeah.
That's. Oh,
no.
Yeah.
It's because it bumped him into the ref.
Yeah, he didn't want to get out of the way.
Yeah, that is absolutely not a
That's
penalty.
a bad call.
That's
all credit to Shamalikova taking the hit as well, making the pass there, but that's just not a good call. A very rare mishandled ball from Marketa Malinovska. Skips through to Naimikova, stepping on the top.
Oh, nice rip.
1 pump, 2 pump, thinks about it, pulls the trigger. Finally, Naimikova goes far side corner, has her second of the game.
Again, the great battle along the boards.
1, 2, and thinks about yeah, sure, I'll pull the trigger.
Just keeps sidling until there's no more defenders with her.
She wasn't running fast.
No.
Wasn't running at all.
No, just pacing over. The last fake looked like she was seriously considering shooting, and then realized she had a defender on her. Here's Keane bashing through.
Anything you can do, I can do.
Oh, that was close.
I think that's not back in. That ball was kept in. Played by someone outside the crease. Hey, you know what? The call against the Dutch there was bad. That's not good. All is right in the world, right? I guess if they capitalize on.
Other than the power play goal resulting from one.
Yeah, I was
so we'll
gonna
see
say,
what
like,
comes here.
Should the Dutch score here?
Yeah.
By the way the world.
The cross gods deem that they should. A pretty nice pick and roll, but well defended.
Very well defended.
Mackenzie Gregor. And Delaney Keane has it. Ben Heuvel couldn't quite control it. And the 30 will run out on the Netherlands as we near the midway point of the second quarter. I'm Steven Stamp with Brian Whitmer. This is SHEBOX 2025. This is a fun game.
This is a fun game. We've had a lot of fun games today.
We have.
Oh, that one's gonna get close.
No, see, you got to flick that ball. In that case,
then you got to go back, though.
Oh, no.
You know what? She's going to learn from that.
Yeah.
And her goalie's going to keep it out.
Oh, why didn't you pick that up?
Scoop and score. No. I tell you what, there are a couple learning moments there for Šelmy. This is a team that has not played before against a team who has played before. The Orange have the experience, the wherewithal to stay on top of that ball, to play that quick restart off the over and back, to have that rebounded goal.
Yeah.
That's just, I've played this before and you haven't.
Yeah, yeah. And it's so obvious from up here, and it's so obvious for those of us who have played and watched a lot of lacrosse. But in the moment, everything's happening. You know, you're that player. You're trying to get the ball. You run over center. You forget. They blow the whistle. You know you have to put the ball down, and you know you're supposed to change. But in that case, you don't. You should run back and just provide some resistance. But you just don't have the instincts.
I think we're going to have an orange ball here.
Yeah, it's just a possession call.
Marketa Malinovska had the ball in her stick. The stick was over the boundary, but the ball had technically not touched anything out of bounds. So the ball living in purgatory there, but officials deeming that out of bounds.
Hard blast by Delaney Keene.
That one's not back in. Wow, what a world.
Let's go scored by player number 13.
Shot off the mark here. That's a reset.
And Seisner just turned aside to the bench. She hears the bench yelling and thinks they're calling her over, so she starts to go and then realizes, oh, I'm supposed to be going to do something. And let's go get the ball.
So while we can say that, you know, the Dutch have that experience of playing before, again, it still is a relatively new discipline.
And Delaney Keene from a very similar spot, that deadly dead overhand.
Also in 5-hole, I believe. What a game.
I think that goes around.
You weren't seeing the dancing goalie, were you?
I was not seeing the dancing goalie.
All right, well, let's get music on another goal here.
Okay.
Obviously, if the Czech score, I don't know if she's going to dance as much,
right.
But.
The post or the frame here. Oh, here's this shot. We're going to get to see it. I think it goes outside. Yeah, outside the foot, right up under the crossbar. Beautiful shot. Delaney Keene.
Good inside look there. Here comes Svechova.
Oh, here we go.
She's going to outrun her. She's flat.
Oh!
Is that a penalty shot?
I mean, if you're going to call a penalty on it,
yeah, look at this. Look at this.
Shot.
Look at this. Ryan Wallace is signaling to the refs.
Oh, yeah, he's trying to help his partner out.
He's trying to help him out. There's no way he gets this. There's no way he gets this without help. This is a penalty shot.
Yeah.
And he just shook him off. That's a, oh, come on, dude. That's a bad call. That's a penalty shot.
Is it a penalty, though?
What do you mean?
Was it actually a penalty?
Oh, absolutely. That's in the back. I mean, she just dropped her on her belly. Like, that's a penalty shot, though. That's a terrible.
It's on the shoulder.
The back of the shoulder. Look, she's got a clear advantage. Boom.
It's on her shoulder.
That's a
penalty. Right on the side of the shoulder.
That's a penalty shot.
Come on. I mean, if you're calling a penalty, it's a penalty shot. I think it's a check on the shoulder. Personally,
I think she need to make that contact 2 steps earlier, and sure, you know, that's from the side. But
yeah,
she the only reason she dropped to her belly
is because she was hitting the side of the shoulder and fell forward.
There's a reset up in the net.
It'll be Šelmy ball, and one of the Dutch defenders is changing.
Slow restart whistle.
Yeah, if they'd blown that in more quickly, that could have been real trouble.
There, yeah. Svechova will have a little pick. Malinovska. Naimka surveying. Tilsheva blocked in front by 2 players. Svechova won't be blocked.
Oh, nice shoulder save.
And the Šelmy uncontested for a reset. I don't think they've got 100%, but man, this Czech team is doing really well with 5-on-4, 4-on-3.
They are. Oh, here's a nice chance.
That's not going to get there.
I like the idea.
I like the idea too, but it didn't go in.
It just didn't come out of the stick, right? I mean, it stayed in for way too long.
It didn't go where it was supposed to go.
No. Saw a beautiful goal by in the men's game, Italy versus, I was calling earlier, Netherlands, or no, Belgium. That's no goal. That's the shaft of the stick. But yeah, a reverse shovel.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
A reverse shovel.
Yeah. Back to the net, into the corner.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, is that just a shovel?
Oh, no, if your back's to the net.
Okay. That's a fair point.
Thanks. And then Jack Sposito, I think it was, behind the back on the run and is offside. Gorgeous goal. There's been some good stuff here at the SHEBOX and E-Box. Now the Orange pushing forward, trying to tie things up before the half with 3:39 to go.
Player out of the box.
Backer thought about taking the rip. Keen's going to let one go.
Another save in front. That looked more back in than the rest of them. Yeah, there you go.
There it is.
So still 3:30 to play in the first half. That's a lot of lacrosse.
Yeah. Hedwig
I'm
Lamberts
tired.
will go and set a pick. Delaney Keene waiting
not
for her lane.
There, I mean, there's a lane. That's like the whole. She just gets to stand there and shoot. That's a parking spot.
Yeah. Delaney Keene's a very dangerous shooter, but this Czech goalie is doing a great job whenever she's seeing the ball of making the stops.
10 count called against Šelmy. So here we'll see a couple more Dutch offensive plays.
Volbert with the orange shooting strings on the black mesh in the stick. That's pretty cool. Number 13.
We love cool sticks.
Yep.
Couple cool Dutch women's goods, women using the good stick co-head.
Yeah.
Shameless plug. Sold a
Femke
couple
Backer.
nice orange ones today. Oh wow, what a touch and back in.
Yeah.
Oh, and then a bad
shot.
Oh, they call it reset here.
What?
I didn't touch anything.
It was like a posthumous reset, or it was the reset wasn't called until after
Yeah.
the ball had been picked up again.
Oh,
Backer hands it off. Here's Volbert feeding it in. Great opportunity. That one goes wide, but right back to her. Nice defensive save by Tilshrova Mother. Carolina is the mother?
Correct.
It's a pretty nice play.
Was a ice hockey goalie.
Oh, intriguing. 2 minutes to go in the half.
They have I'm not sure who, so I don't really want to misattribute this, but they have a. Oh, Svechova cannot miss.
She is spectacular.
Wow. This young woman has a great future ahead of them.
I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm a huge fan when I'm not playing against her in U16.
Right. Wow.
Short side, right?
Yeah.
She's on her wrong side.
She is.
Puts the Czechs back up two with just under 2 minutes to play.
And that skip just a little bit in front of the foot. Such a hard spot for goaltenders to deal with. I like that she's heading over to her side, but they've got 5 righties out. 4 righties. The lefty's coming off to the offside. And she just looks and sees that there's the lane.
Backside.
8-6. Šelmy.
You know what? Maybe the women are used to shooting from strange sides, like being a field. That's off the goaltender.
It's more of a thing in men's too these days, right?
Yeah.
Where, you see the pros shooting more on the offside, but
Schreiber not afraid to shoot anything from anywhere.
With either hand.
Yeah.
Helmet on, helmet off.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Gonna bounce towards the restraining line or the half line.
Oh, here goes a breakaway. Delaney Keene. You better keep moving. Great save.
Kucherova ran fast enough to make it an issue, but she wasn't even close.
She wasn't close, but you could tell that Keene was aware of her presence.
Yeah, you need to hurry up and do whatever you're going to do, or else I'm going to get you.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. You better keep moving. Tilshrova will slow it down.
35 to play. That's who you want. I think this is the stick you want the ball in is either Nainikova or
Malinovska.
Yeah.
Malinovska.
Malinovska, a fantastic darts player, one of the top 20 in the country.
Wow.
Yeah, fun fact. Channeling her inner Pavel Sirk with the number, helmet, and hairstyle.
Ooh.
Said that one last time.
I saw that actually.
Yeah. She plays like him too.
The bob at the
the
bun at the bottom of the helmet. Oh, great pass. How did she stop Delaney Keene on that one?
I don't know where that ball is.
Oh, it's behind the net. Oh, that was a great pass, great catch, and just a tremendous save. Petrinova, the goalie?
Yeah.
Really, Petrinova?
Yeah, I think I actually did see that ball trickle out the back eventually. look at this one. Like,
Yeah.
she's saying how great a job you did,
Yeah.
and she's got to be saying back to Svechova,
Yeah.
like, no, you scored 4 goals.
Yeah.
You're doing a good. No, you're the man. No, oh woman.
Svechova is it's halftime. Let's take a break.
Let's
We'll
take
be
a
back
break.
in 4.5 minutes. It is the 2025 E-Box here in Radotín. See you in 4.5 minutes. Welcome back, lacrosse friends, to the 2025 SHEBOX Women's European Box Lacrosse Invitational here in the little slice of heaven they call Radotín in the Czech Republic. Tisarova comes away with that ball as the Czechs lead 8-6 through the half. I'm Steven Stamp. Brian Whipper will be back shortly, I hope, because he's been carrying me with the names for the Czechs. Delaney Keene. Oh, nice job. Great timing off the crossbar. So the new goalie has come in. Down at the other end, Daria Syed has stayed in after replacing Kim Hahn. It looks like she's in for at least the time being. And for the Czech end, Kiana Bem is between the pipes now. Czechs moving forward through Victoria Holubova. Nice job going up to get that one. But Knarkova. Ball pops loose, but it will be tracked down. They got lots of time left on the shot clock. That one actually bounced off her foot. Thinking about the shot, but now making the pass here. There's a save by Syed off that release by Faltusova. Faltusova comes away with it. And the Czechs with a fresh 30. Oh, Faltusova with quite a catch there. I don't think that was intended for her, but she caught it nonetheless. Oh, that's going to be turned over. Here comes Kucherova. Bouncing on 1 foot, Kucherova. I said Vika Kucherova. I think it's Kucherova. And we'll have a turnover to the Netherlands. Sromota had to pop around on her a little bit, but comes down with the ball. Hands off to Delaney Keene. Pass to the far side, and the hard rip turned aside. Oh, immediate forecheck pressure is going to prove to pay dividends, and Keene will get possession once again. That one was right into the middle of the chest pad, hitting the Predator right in its nose on the jersey. That pass is a little too much. Lively bounce off the boards there, but it will be hauled in by Backer, Femke Backer. Backer will hand it off and head into the middle. She's down low, looking for her pass, a return, as they do have 5 righties. There tends to be a dearth of left-handed players in Europe. Czech Republic is a notable exception to that, as they are pretty well stocked in lefties, but it's not uncommon to see 5 righties, and we see a 5 righty goal. Beautiful shot from the outside by Bente van Bilsen. A Nova Scotian.
A Nova Scotian?
A Nova Scotian.
Not many of those around these parts.
There are not. 8-7 as Netherlands get the first goal of the second half. I'm pointing out that Kiana Bem has come in to play net.
Yeah, obviously the point of this event is a development event. You know, everyone should play, but you know what? After a performance like that against a a notable European powerhouse, maybe you leave her in.
I think you probably made that decision before the game.
Sure, but decisions can be unmade.
I know.
If you had a hot goalie, and I would say, letting up 6 goals is not like a shutout, but I think she saw the ball quite well.
Yes.
I don't hate the decision. There's nothing wrong with changing your goalies. If that's your, I think it was Denver in 2014. No, Denver University.
Oh, okay.
Bios, they had 2 goalies exactly equal, and in the national championship game said, and the one guy kept it to 4 goals in the half, and they still changed them because that's how they'd done it all year long.
How'd it go after that?
I don't remember.
That'd be interesting to know. That'd probably be the best part of the story.
I think they lost. And everyone's like, "Why'd you change the goalies?" Like, that's
what we do.
You ride.
You dance with who brung you.
Yeah.
Getting her own rebound, scoring. Nice job, Seichler.
So, Bem is a German player. I'm not sure where she came from, what the association with this Czech. I don't know if she's a German living in the Czech Republic. I don't know if she's Leon Boehm's little sister. I'm not sure what the relation is here, but tough start. But we do have a tie game, which is good lacrosse, good for those viewing at home.
Yeah. Now, how do you handle it now? If Netherlands gets on a run, do you go back?
I would.
I would.
But that is the hardest.
Yeah.
Pulling goalies is the hardest coaching call.
Yeah.
And if you are in a developmental, if you're in a developmental mind state, are you going to pull that goalie?
Right. Whereas with Netherlands, they made the call pulling Kim Hahn, who's been a member of the national team for ages, and going to Daria Syed because they are more developed. It's more,
There's no hard feelings.
Yeah,
These minutes, there's many minutes shared so far. There's many minutes to go. Like, there's just very different chapters of very different books. Especially I think she has the green light to shoot whatever she damn well pleases.
I think so.
Like, imagine being the coach, Peter George or Jurka Tilscher when she comes off. It's like, hey, why'd you shoot that? It's like, because I keep scoring.
Right? I mean, do you even ask that question at this point?
It's like, don't talk to me, coach.
Coach, I'll let you know when I don't think I should shoot. No, she doesn't seem like she'd be like that. What do I know? I've never actually spoken to the person.
No,
seems like a nice kid.
She is a nice kid.
Yeah.
Here's a run. Good block. Gets up in time for Shamlikova. Eventually controls that one. This is probably going to roll towards that midline.
It is over.
And Naimnikova, see, look, here comes that learning.
Yeah.
They know to go back.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
These are one of those things, and we won a memorial. Nick Tinnell won. There was a ball batted over. Tel Aviv this is a hidden ball trick, I believe.
Is it?
The Nova Scotian was power cradling in the corner.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that, the Tintle goal, the Tintle lifestyle. Over on the far boards, right in front of where the Czech bench is.
Correct.
Took off after it.
It was a ball batted over by a defender, so it was not going to be over and back. So the player is jogging after it, and a sprinting player.
I believe it was Chris Sokolovsky.
Sokolovsky had the bat.
Tipped it, batted it ahead.
A diving play, a diving effort. Hero of the day.
Yep.
Knocks the ball. I think we were down. I think it might have been shorthanded.
He might have been, but that was the winning goal, right?
That was everything. There was still game to play after that, but it was the game-winning goal.
Oh, nice step.
Oh, she earned that one.
She did.
Oh, and wow.
Pitch the ball back. Kucherova.
I think she'll wear this one well. She's not the most dominant player on the field team.
Right. Okay.
I think this actually might suit her better. I think the stick specifically, a women's lacrosse.
Okay.
What? Because the Dutch subbed one of their players off, this becomes contested.
Yeah.
This is off the goalie originally, I do believe. Yep, there was a reset. Oh, but a whistle.
Too many on.
I think we're going to see a Dutch player serve.
That's the Czechs. Now. Oh yeah, it is the Dutch. Sorry.
So that player, that player that I said the Dutch had, that they obviously didn't sub off a D player, had the offensive player go after the ball.
She was just going for a power play.
Yeah. Power moves only.
Right. Svechova will start with it.
This game is so much fun.
It's funny because I saw Svechova going towards the penalty box, and I thought, there's no way you're the in-home.
Yeah.
And serving this penalty. She was just getting over, getting ready for the ball.
That coach is fired yesterday.
Yeah. Tie game. Still a tie game. Nice save by Syed.
Malinovska. Nice loose ball. Tilshrova skips to Naimnikova. Down. Kucherova in front. Gets 2 cross checks. She will have to get out of the boards on this one. Good help from her teammate, Kachka Naimnikova. Skip pass. Blocked in front.
Great block.
Great
Fefka
block.
Backer. 8 seconds to shoot.
Why not?
Why
sure.
not?
You know what?
You can just see it. At that point, the thought was, yeah, I'm just going to shoot. Actually, that one I think she did have a pass.
Yeah,
That was-
you guys had your chance. This
Yeah.
is my turn.
Right. Just over a minute left on the penalty. There's Van Bilsen heads over into the far corner. She's going to drive to the net and walks about 3 steps into the crease.
I thought it was 4.
Okay, fair enough. Split the difference to say 3.5
But you know
steps
what?
into the crease.
On the PK, I think they had taken about 15, 20 seconds off there.
Yeah.
You're in the green light zone. You know, hey, let's see what we can do. Get a reset.
I love the drive to the net. Like, why not?
She got through. Just
Yeah.
forgot to pull the trigger.
Yep.
They go with PP2 here. Foltosova, looks like Fischerova maybe down here. Foltosova swimming underneath.
And I think that's the butt end of the stick again, rippling the mesh. Maybe getting some of the Czech fans overexcited, but
What a gutsy move by Foltosova. Certainly one of the size disadvantaged players here in a game where size comes into play.
I was going to say though the Netherlands penalty kill seemed to be slipping the whole square, kind of creeping up high, and gave a really good chance for her to get underneath.
Bohm with a nice save there and rebound control. I don't know where in Germany Bohm is from, but the Germans did have a 4-team women's league, box-lacrosse league. Great check over the head. I don't think Keane knew she had gotten that ball out of her stick.
No.
Tragic. So we're 5-on-5, back to full strength here. Oh, for now, as Kucherova dumped to the glove.
Broadcaster's jinx.
She'll have to fix her helmet there. It's ragdolled in the corner. Moffs twister.
Oh,
far
just
side.
far side pipe.
And should see a goaltender leaving. There we go. 6-on-5 for a
The goalie's been at the bench for a little while, actually.
They just didn't send the offensive player.
Yeah.
Hate when that happens.
Mm-hmm.
She almost caught it clean.
She did. In the Poland-Finland game, the women's game a little while ago, I was sitting behind the bench, the Finland bench, delayed penalty on Poland. The Finnish goalie busts it to get to the bench, hustles over, and they didn't send anybody, or the player didn't go. She just lit into them.
That's amazing.
If you're a goalie, that is a commitment.
I mean, depending
with
on
that gear to run over there.
What quarter it is too.
Yeah.
That
it was the near quarter. Like,
okay.
Yeah, so it was the.
Still, it could be.
Yeah, still. It's far enough with the gear on, especially because it was still when it was fairly warm. Kudos to our camera guy here who just was unflinching as a bee, kind of flew right into him. There's a shot right into the chest pad of Daria Syed.
I do think the Šelmy are starting to slip with their shot selection.
Yeah, they're starting to maybe seem a little too bold. Like, keep moving.
Yeah, and
when you've got time.
Everything seems to be going into the 5-hole or down low in the legs.
Yeah.
You know, we're not seeing great saves. No offense to the goaltender, but like nothing is an impressive save here. It's, you know, you play your position and don't give up a 5-hole.
So this player, oh yeah, you got to pay attention.
That's not going to go well.
Yeah. Delaney Keane, the worst possible scenario for the Šelmy.
A short-handed goal for Keane there, but all you know what we said. Maybe they're watching this in the stands somewhere, but that was a forecheck, a short-handed forecheck, where there were 2 Šelmy down there. Maybe a little less experienced player handling the ball coming out of the defensive end. Not a whole lot of help.
Veronika Bednarzheva was had her hand up about 3 inches from the butt end of her stick for that whole shift.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure if that was intentional. She did slide it down eventually, but she looked kind of frantic, you know, like.
Toshrova going for a run, says.
Again, right into the chest.
Said, yeah, maybe she got to loosen the shooting string or tighten the shooting string.
Yeah. Always blame the stick.
Couldn't miss in the first 2 quarters, and silent in the actually it was 8-6, right? So this is a 3-0 Dutch quarter.
Not shocking that the Netherlands are coming back. Still have 30 seconds to kill.
It's called experience.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they've been in this specific situation, but they've been in a lot of more situations, good and bad.
Almost another clean catch on the shot. and the 30 will expire. I got to call the Netherlands versus Ireland game last year at the Mary C. Winder Community Center in Oneida Nation at the World Championships.
Gorgeous facility.
Fantastic facility. And
brand spanking new.
Yeah, and the first, I think it was the first women's. We had 2 games, so I'm pretty sure it was the first women's lacrosse game at the facility. And it was awesome. But yeah, you see the Netherlands just, they don't get phased for the most part.
And you know what? They had a rough go with Canada. Canada scored 33 on them. And they, you know what, said, you know what? You're going to score 33, but you're not walking out with a donut.
No, they got one, right?
They got 3, I believe.
3. And weren't they the first team to score in Canada?
Yeah, they were the first team to score in Canada. The trickler.
There's actually a lot of space on the far side. And Keane, I think, convinced the keeper that she was going over there. And as the shot comes in, the keeper's stepping that way.
I'm not sure if we're going to see this one well or not, but I think that might have gone off the defender in front.
Changed direction.
Just a little bit of a favorable spin there, but she got to the the danger zone.
Yeah.
But
there were 2 defenders, both dropping their sticks down.
You can't tell.
You can't tell, but
I think there was a touch by the black helmet in front. So the
Netherlands up by a couple. Šelmy facing their first real challenge as a team.
So the last, when it was 9-8, that was the first deficit.
Yep.
But now, it's first 2-goal deficit. Svecheva not there to save the day every single time. Maybe that goalie change. Ooh. There we go.
That was pretty early, though. Well, it was at 5, right? 5-1? When
yeah,
they took the timeout.
But
so
that's
pretty
3
good.
goals against.
Yeah,
so
that's 9-3 since.
Yeah, that's a quality coaching move. Block
Volbert, yeah, that looked like it was getting a little steep and down into the turf anyway. Here's another shot. Still 5 seconds to go. Gonna have to get a quick one here. They'll drop it and it'll be snagged by the goaltender. Bohm will pass it ahead. Oh, but the forecheck. Yeah, you got to come out and start that one over.
Yeah. Hey guys, you want to come help?
Yeah. Vandenhonert was looking at the net like she wanted to go.
Czechs had 6 for a very elongated period of time there.
Did that one just leave? Because they've got 5 now.
She just got off, yeah. But hey, you know what? Such is life.
Oh no! Again, that's a tough break for Šelmy as the ball pops to exactly the person you don't want it popping to in Delaney Keane.
I'm watching the Czech bench here. They're not even looking at Petrinova. I wonder if maybe it's just a 3rd, 4th quarter change. I'd make the change.
I'd have changed it.
You got to do what's fair. You got to do what's fair to the team.
Yep.
This is nothing personal, kid. Hey, you know what? Like there's other days, there's other games, but you got to do what's fair to the team.
And I mean, I don't know Bohm at all. But many a goalie will be like, just get me out of here for a bit. Let me have a chance. Let me get a breather.
To his credit, Dylan Cowman, Zeno out of Scotland, fastest guy to ever pull himself.
Šelmy trying to get it back. See if they can get their rhythm going again.
You can't. There's no 3-point goal, but a 1-point goal just to break that deficit, that 5-0 deficit, would be massive for this Czech program if they can land it in the last 40 seconds.
Delaney Keane has it,
or
runs through a Czech.
Deny a breakaway would be nice.
Oh, nice wheels.
Lots of gas here for Keane.
Oh, beautiful shot, too.
Oh, my.
Gets herself in a good position.
It looked like she was going far side. That ball just hung in her stick.
Yeah.
Pulled it back short side where it looked like there was not a whole lot to shoot at there.
And again, Kucherova. Kucherova.
Yeah,
Kucherova.
Kucherova. Yeah.
Hustling back.
We got a nod from our friends at the production crew here.
Kucherova.
Yeah.
Right.
Hedvika. Yeah.
Hedvika.
She did went for a run, but ultimately
put the pressure
not.
on it.
Yeah.
It was interesting because was it Keane that was on the breakaway earlier and was being tracked down? And you could sense that she felt the pressure.
Sure.
Seemed a lot calmer this time. Yeah. And again, a veteran player had the time to be very aware.
Naimnikova off the mark, but not a bad shot.
Still time to get one if they can get this up quickly.
3, 2.
Oh, my.
Wow, there's my car. That'll do it for period number 3.
Yep.
Now, a 4-goal deficit is what the Dutch were facing when it was 5-1. They had they
made a goaltending change.
They had regardless of goaltending change, they had the mental wherewithal to say, you know what, the world is not ending. We're going to keep playing this thing. And they clawed back, now have a 4-goal advantage themselves. Does this young Czech program fold mentally, or do they say, hey, look, they did it, we can do it? You know, what's our game plan? So I think you're going to see a kind of a mental strength test here.
Yeah, and the thing, I mean, we've talked about the experience of the Netherlands team and the vastly, proportionately less experience of Šelmy team. Now, they won their first game 14-10 over Finland. Then they played Switzerland, won that one 13-6. So they've had basically nothing but success so far in the first 2 games.
This is a gut check. You know, this is hey, you know what? You didn't think you were hot stuff necessarily, but you do see the equipment going back on Petrinova.
Oh yeah, she's coming.
Could she be the white knight rides out? Now this is nothing against Bohm. I don't think any of the Šelmy played any bit the way they played in the first half and the third quarter.
Yeah.
Even the loose balls around the crease, not all those were just you know, first shot opportunities. A lot of the rebounds, Dutch forechecking for success, which we had not seen in the first half.
Yep.
So are they departing from the things they're doing well? Are the Dutch just kind of waking up? Some combination,
taking away the things that have been working for Šelmy.
Yeah.
Šelmy did trail 3-1 against Finland in their first game. That was 5:17 into the game, though. 10 seconds later, Bodalanova gets a goal, and that's the start of a swing. And there was a while after that, but then they do go on a run, 6 straight. They're up 7-3, never led by fewer than 3 the rest of the way in that win. So get a pretty solid victory there. And then they go up over at Meleščice. They're playing Switzerland. Again, go down 1-0, but a minute 42 in, get one back, wind up with a run of 3, and never get caught and lead most of the way by a fair bit in that 13-6 win.
So Petrinova is heading back to the goal. The goal will change at the third quarter as, you know what, maybe that's a little bit better for the mental state of Bohm, Ben. You know, it's hard to say, oh, I let in this goal, and now hey, I'm getting the wave from the bench here. So I don't think she played poorly.
No.
I think she had harder shots.
And we're going to go with Bohm because we've got a note from Alexander Bohm that Kiana Bohm is from Berlin and one of Leon Bohm's sisters. And I'm sure with Leon Bohm, it's Bohm, right?
Actually, I think it's pronounced Bim. Oh, and goaltending change not going to be good enough to keep the Dutch off the board first here in this fourth quarter.
Is it Bem? That's what the Tilscher family told me.
I think if you're trying to do it right, I believe it's pronounced Ben.
Okay.
But
Alexander, if you could let us know in the chat, that would be awesome. We do want to be correct.
One of Leon Bohm. I didn't know there was multiple Leon Bohm sisters.
Nor did I.
Leon, a lefty forward for the German national program.
Quite a battle here. Tilcherova
had control
refusing to give it up, but then it is kicked out.
Yeah, that's going to be a push, yep.
Netherlands will get possession.
Dutch in force in the stands here. Look at this.
Oh, yeah. I assume that's a lot of the men's team, but there's definitely a bunch of others besides just the men's team. Keane being very patient. Still 15 seconds left as she gets it back from Verboom.
Good check there, Tilshrova. Shot blocked in front. Good bump last second there.
So that's not a check on the back? And the other one was?
I didn't, you know what? The same thing I could have seen twice is I thought that one was fine. Let's see it on the replay that no one else could see. You know what? That's a push. Give him the ball back.
Yeah.
Give her the ball back.
Right on the numbers.
You're right.
Czechs pushing the pace here, or pushing the pressure, trying to get down.
Malinovsky have been silent so far tonight.
Nice save, Syed. Fresh 30.
Certainly one of the more talented scoring players ever to come through this Czech program. Very quiet tonight, still figuring out, has not even practiced much with box lacrosse before coming into the SHEBOX tournament. Event. Jeez, I call it a tournament again.
I call it a tournament all the time.
I'm the worst. Good leg save there.
Netherlands comes away with it. We've got a couple of players hustling to the bench to try and get a change. One of them actually stopped and went back. Green will come out and take it. And one of my players I was coaching with Norway today who got her stick up on the back of a player, got called for a push, and she was complaining. She's like, I barely touched her. I didn't push her hard at all. We'll get back to that as this play wraps up. Blaney Keane takes a rip. Nice save and nice control of that loose ball.
Great loose ball.
Wagnerova.
But also a great forward check until there's a boarding call assessed.
So she said, oh, but I didn't push her. I said, but you're up here. You're up on the numbers. And she said, yeah, but I only pushed her like this. And I said, but you know what? It's not her job. If you're pushing her in the numbers, it's not her job to stand up. I'm not advocating diving. I don't want people flopping all over, but
your my safety is your responsibility.
Yeah. If somebody's leaning forward, picking up a ball, and they feel a stick across their back, they don't have to stay up.
Yeah, you have disadvantaged them by playing an area of the body that you're not supposed to be playing.
Yeah.
Netherlands player number 32, Dr. Anderson.
Now, flopping is still an awful thing.
Yeah, don't like flopping. It's a solid rip. That one's soaked by some friendly fire there.
It stung Svechova.
It did.
That one will skip up a bouncer. Good check there from Naimikova to pull the ball out of the stick.
Yeah, Ilsa Flux thought she had it.
Count, and, Naimikova comes up with it. Malinovska, belly. Gets to try again if she likes.
Lots of time. They've still got over a minute on the power play, lots on the shot clock, 20 seconds to go on the shot. Šelmy takes their time, and now they're getting moving.
Bit of a scissor play.
That's a good lane.
Another shot blocked in front. Easy day for a goalie.
Yeah. Oh, until that, Veronika Tilsharova.
I'm cursed. I'm cursing everyone.
She is fired up.
The first Czech goal of the second half.
Yeah.
They're going to need at least 4 more if they want to come back on this one.
And watch, I love the celebration. The hard fist bump.
She's a very quiet, very quiet.
Very quiet girl.
Yeah, so for her to celebrate like that, I mean, she loves lacrosse, a very good competitor, but yeah, not the most expressive individual, so. Getting through all the contact, great job there. Look at this check. I am so bad with, Czech Oliva, yep. Svechova. Looking for help there, getting through everyone. Being touched by all 5 Dutch defenders. Tilsharova getting a good shot there.
Svechova came in with 13 goals coming into this game.
So she's got at least 4. That's a good day at the office.
Good weekend.
And she's only got 3 games in. There's not a whole nother game to play. There has been a bit of a schedule change, so we will see Voltosova. We will see the Šelmy squaring off with Women's Global Network tomorrow instead of Poland.
Yeah, what happened?
Poland has some injuries.
Okay.
And I as a tournament or event
convener.
What a wonderful word. Convener. I have convened that Poland with short numbers would be a great matchup for Norway with short numbers.
Good point.
And Czechs with big numbers and some relative success. Certainly exceeding some expectations for a first ever outing as a Czech national, as a team.
Yep.
Could really use some experience playing against a more seasoned Women's Global Network team.
That's some fine convening.
I convene.
You just convened all over the place.
Convene to my heart's desire. Heart's content.
Nice stop. I like the statue play. As a goaltender, when you think the ball's in your equipment, don't be moving around. I saw one goalie today turned around to look behind her.
Drops it right in.
It didn't, luckily in that case, drop in, but it can very easily.
Yeah, we teach the kids, hold on for dear life.
Yeah. If you're going to go anywhere, step to the side.
Oh, great loose ball.
Nice idea on the outlet pass. Just that's a tough pass to complete to someone 3 feet away from you with traffic.
Yeah, who doesn't want it?
Yeah. Oh, nice check by Clausen, but absolutely unfazed.
Mossa still has 13 to play. Plenty of time here. Wow, what handles? Statue play as well.
Yep.
But Malinovska picks that ball up off nothing. Would have been a big juice goal for the Šelmy. However,
it's fun to see the Czechs running out to their defensive positions. You can see they've been told get to your position and then turn around and be ready to play because they are sprinting
to a position.
To a position.
Not to the ball.
Not to the ball. Nice shot there. Hedvig Lambrechts. That's a good way to start. Is to run to your position.
Yeah,
and
but
then
you should also be aware
of what's going on. That was the other thing I was telling the Norway girls today was.
See, there's your dancing goalie over here.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's got moves.
But it has to be off a Dutch goal. Obviously, you don't score.
Yeah, you don't
probably not dancing
when you've been scored on.
That would be so strange.
That'd be just more of a sad little hang the head.
Yeah. But I mean,
emo dance.
Or maybe you're one of those.
Shoegaze.
No, I'm cool with it. Yeah, I'm gonna dance anyway.
Yeah. I have a short memory. I'm a goldfish.
I don't know if I could be a goalie. That's just a different.
It takes something special. I played net once. That was plenty.
My wedding, my brother came over and our goalie hurt his. Starting goalie.
Eric, right?
Yeah, my brother Eric. Yeah, goalie hurt his hamstring. He's like, I'll finish the half, but I can't go in the second half. My brother says, you know what? I'm ready. I'm in. So he's here for the wedding. Steps in goal. And LCC, we're playing against LCC Radotín.
Oh my, how'd that go?
He posted something like a 65%, and
that's actually not bad.
No, I still to this day I'm like, you know what? I think those guys were A, just trying to hit you at the end, and B, like those statisticians were not paying attention.
Yeah. Just kept throwing an extra save on every once in a while.
Yeah, rounding up.
There's a save. Ball's on the other end of the floor. Doesn't matter.
No, that 4 is probably not right. Give him 8.
That looks like a 9. 4s and 9s look similar. Netherlands up 14-9.
Good pass, though.
Yep. Femke Backer went up for it. And may get another chance at it. Taken off now, though.
Vodolanov, a fantastic loose ball.
Ooh, don't get yourself trapped. Nice job getting away.
Plays just like her brother. Run very similar style.
It's funny how you see that in the genes.
Yeah.
In families with multiple players. And obviously sometimes you see siblings who are vastly different players.
Going for a run is Naimnikova.
Ooh.
Mokra, shot blocked in front.
I've seen that. I think it was one of the Polish players earlier in the day where it was running into the offensive zone, getting into the slot, and then just kept running across. I was like, stop and look at the goalie and shoot. You have the lane there. Be prepared to adjust to the situation.
This is not a bad defensive stand here from the Šelmy. Good pressure off ball.
Sremota working hard, and then gets flattened.
This call has been sold. This is a bad call.
Well, hang on a second.
Let's see it. I shouldn't have said that. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Remember that talk about flopping?
Well, she's still down. Oh, is it? So it's
Unless it's something lower body, like legs got tangled or something. I'm watching it on repeat right now, and I just don't see.
I mean, it looks like number 90 with the red leggings.
There is contact.
Goes up high to the back
head.
of it. It's 19 kind of pivots her. Watch, she kind of twists her around right there. You see how she's throwing? Might have been on the shoulder.
I'm not convinced. Like, you know what? If there had been something, great. I just don't.
Šelmy player number 19, Viktora Bečíková, 2-minute penalty holding.
Netherlands with a 6-goal lead, less than 6 minutes to play, and a power play. They're being pretty patient, so we're going to keep working on it.
So a Czechs whistle when they don't like referee calls. So
okay.
You hear a couple of those now.
Yep.
Vodolanova very smart to hold up on this one.
But then smart to get the ball ahead. I like that combo.
I might have held on to this. Oh,
penalty coming. I don't know. I mean, again, you're down by 6 with less than 6 to go.
Same. This
Or down by 5.
I think this official might have been bored for the entire game. He just seems to be calling everything. Maybe he's trying to make up for the.
He was adamant about no penalty shot earlier, though.
Yeah, I get that. So I'm watching this here, and that's not a slash. Like, hey, fair's fair, right? I think the Dutch girl dove, and I think that's not a slash. What do I know? I'm just in a tower.
We have a good angle. Face
off
save.
The mask. That's no fun. I don't think it's fun.
She's nodding, saying she's okay. I mean, sometimes goalies get hit in the face. That looked like she headbutted that one. Saw it was coming and just boom, directed into the corner.
So 4-4 might be a benefit for the Czech team here. Maybe opening a little more space. Here comes SHEBOX. Silent second half. 4 goals in the first half.
Look at Femke Backer. All over her.
Najmíková drawing 3 defenders. Shovel pass. Tilshrova has it played up her back. Maybe a little bit too much hero complex going on with this Czech team here.
They were down to 4 seconds on the shot clock. So I don't know if she knew that. But yeah, it does seem like they're trying to do it on their own. Timeout, Netherlands. And, you know, I want to point out, Veronika Tilshrova is down on the floor getting ready. She was getting dressed. She's complaining to the officials, but she was getting her gear on the level of the tower below us because she works on, as part of the crew, getting rosters checked and things. She was at the airport with the lacrosse stick, welcoming everyone when I arrived, letting people know. Another one of the Šelmy players was getting the roster set up before this game in her uniform, ready to go down and warm up. If you are at LCC, you are performing multiple tasks.
Oh, absolutely. And then Fultosova is a yellow shirt.
Yep.
You know, doing a lot of the not fun jobs. You know, like trash removal and cleaning up after teams. And actually, there are some fun jobs like DJ and parking patrol. But so she's doing that in double duty.
I like what so many of these young players and older players, so many members of the club, of the community, put in to make everything happen.
You mentioned, the Tilshers, like that's lacrosse's first one of lacrosse's first families here in Radotín. Like that family does everything.
What is Kim Verboom waiting for?
Is she going for a dunk here?
I was thinking she might.
Like, she didn't have a defender or the goaltender looking at her.
The Czech player is released. Van Bilsen's in the box.
That was a very strange.
It was.
I actually thought it might be a hidden ball trick for a second.
I was thinking the same thing.
No
is she just trying to sell it?
There's no way. Yeah. Is this a sell?
But she did it for 10 or 15 seconds, so somebody would have shot by then, right? Like, that's exactly what was going through my head, too. I mean,
here comes the Šelmy.
Oh, nice pass to Verboom. What a great job breaking it. Good, because that was a ton of pressure. Netherlands back to even strength.
Is there a hand up? Yep.
Yeah, there is.
I'll say I saw the goaltender leave. And we should have a 6-on-5 offensive set here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Coach Stamper says get out of the box.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because, again, women haven't had a lot of opportunities to play box lacrosse. They're getting used to it. There's, some hesitations here and there, but there are times when I'm like, with men, if you're coaching them and the goalie's coming, you're like, wait till he gets here before you go out. Here, they're like, go, go, and they're actually like pushing her in the back because the players are like, wait, there's a little nervousness about it, which is understandable. Again, opportunity, right, is the key. Getting a chance to play, getting reps.
SHEBOX is the first, well, I guess the first European, but the foremost, opportunity for women to play box lacrosse internationally.
It is.
We do have obviously Laxnai and Utica.
Yeah, which is coming on like gangbusters.
Oh, absolutely. So between Laxnai and SHEBOX, and I'm happy to say you're involved in Laxnai. I'm involved in Laxnai. It's nice to be involved with all the good things that are, there are other good things happening, of course, within this relatively new discipline. But
I got to stream the Women's Major Series Lacrosse Championship Day in Ontario last summer. I'm planning to do it again this year. It's actually in Peterborough this year.
Who won?
Provincials. Last year was the Whitby Rush, back-to-back champions.
Cool.
They had Katie DeSnew from the Canadian team, just virtually unstoppable offensive force.
How many teams in the league?
There are 10 teams.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been growing.
League.
And 11th coming next year.
Who's that? Is that a secret?
I think it's Windsor. They announced it. I believe it's Windsor. Right over by the border.
11 teams takes 11 teams worth of players. That's 25 rosters per player.
Yeah.
And 25 players on a roster.
Yeah.
Like, someone's hurt or someone's sick.
Yeah.
That's a lot of girls.
And one of the cool things is that they're running it like the men's major series.
Watch this. They're going delay of game.
They are.
They're going delay
Just
of game.
over 2 minutes left.
This is probably not going well with a conversation because
the referee wins the conversation, the discussion. But there been trades being announced, free agency. They're really getting the system going in Women's Major Series. I know the league out in BC, the Women's Senior League, is going. They've got the Women's Arena League in Ontario and in BC.
I think I mentioned it and then just didn't finish the thought, but Germany had 4 teams. It was a draft league, 4 teams of women's box lacrosse this past winter. Adam went up and did the streaming of it and the commentary.
Adam Sherparn?
Yeah.
Nice!
That's in there.
Diving dunk or jumping dunk.
I would say there was no dive.
Yeah. It's a hopping jump, shot. You're going to have to say her name.
Oh, that's actually correct. Yeah, she needs to go back there. She just flipped off the official.
Did she really?
Or made some sort of hand gesture. I don't.
Why is she going back? Was there another penalty?
It's 4-on-4. It's 4-on-4.
Oh yeah, okay.
Let's
see.
I want to see if she flipped off the. They wouldn't be on the camera.
No.
So I apologize if that is slander and you did not flip. But she did very much Italian. What are you talking
Hand
about?
speaking?
Yeah.
Verboom has it. Minute and a half to go. There's the Southern Box League in England. 4 men's teams and 2 women's teams. The Ravens and...
It's out there.
Yeah.
It's
the other,
coming.
what's the other team in
what
that?
SHEBOX got going.
How many teams?
I said, look what SHEBOX got going.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And you know what? I mean, it wasn't accidental, but this is not the intended. We got this going, trying to get women's, box lacrosse as the Olympic discipline, and obviously they've opted to go with the sixes format. And, but you know what? This is a great byproduct because you know what? All these people playing sixes.
Yeah.
This is sixes, but significantly more fun to watch.
Yes. Solid rip.
Not in love with this opportunity from Svechova here.
Yeah, 48 seconds left. You're down by 4. You can only be so patient.
Sure.
It's going to be a turn. Oh, it's going to be eventually a turnover.
Fortunate there. Is this a
timeout?
timeout? Is this a timeout here? I heard timeout.
Yeah, they're advocating for it.
Peter George, not loud enough. Calling timeout like a little girl. Oh, I can't say that one here.
You're supposed
like
to
a
say
very
that.
small child.
Yes.
Of either gender.
So, and one of the things, watching these players, this is the 4th or 3rd SHEBOX? 22, 23, 24, 25? 22, 23,
22,
24, 25.
22, 3, 4, 5. This
Fourth
is
SHEBOX.
fourth SHEBOX.
And the level of play has risen.
Oh my God, the first
so
one. The first one was just negligence. Really.
It was not well played.
But
there was growth
some
within
of those
that
girls
one.
are still here.
Yes.
And
are
those
terrific
girls
players.
are playing so much better.
Yeah.
Are they the all-stars? Not all of them. Some of them, yes.
And even through that first tournament, you could see the improvement year to year. But the other thing, and more important, is how much fun they're having playing. The Norway players, they were so grateful to have somebody help them because their guys were busy. But
we were playing full regulation games now.
Yes, I love that.
We were playing memorial styles 2x15, and there was like 8 girls on a bench using their brothers' buddies' equipment. It didn't fit them. Everything was a check in the back. Everything was high in the teeth.
But the adjustments have been great.
And we've also
Delaney Keene on the 2-on-1 break. 8 seconds to go. She's looking to pass.
Great pressure there from Malinovska as well as Naimnikova to pick the pass off.
Really well played.
And before
defensively on the 2-on-2.
We'll close on the fact that we've achieved gender parity in 4 years. We have 12 women's teams. We actually have 11 men's teams due to 2 late in the game dropouts. But we've achieved gender parity in 4 years in a national box-lacrosse setting. SHEBOX is going places. Just look at the
joy.
Just the box-lacrosse culture is in this Dutch team. All credit to them for winning. And have a look at the girls in white. I don't think you're going to see too many sad faces. Maybe they did just have some sort of dream destroyed that they're instant pros. But this is the start of something. Is it do they have the same prowess as they have in field lacrosse? I don't know.
Not yet.
Do they have the same prowess as their men's program has in box lacrosse?
Definitely not yet.
I don't know.
No, but I mean the men's program has been playing for
we're not talking about today.
Over 30
We're
years.
not talking about tomorrow.
No.
We're talking about, is this the start of something, 10 years down the road? Next summer for the European Box Championships. I
was just going to say, first ever Women's European Box Championships. It's only the 3rd men's European Box Championships next year. It will be here in Prague. The details still being worked out.
Quite progressive, actually, to go from, it's just the 3rd one to have women's. And honestly, you're probably going to see, I would say you're probably going to see 10 women's teams.
I think so. It's fantastic. And it's been so much fun to be part of it. And I know you weren't talking about this development to get credit for it, but I give you and everyone you've worked with a ton of credit.
I'll take it.
For what you've done here. Because, I know how much effort you put into it.
It's fun.
Yeah, it is fun. That's in the rewards.
Effort is there, but man, it's fun. And then you get to see it. Like, a lot of people do these computer jobs with these emails, and it's not real. I get to see the effort come to life. And you know what? These girls, they walk away, and, do they say, hey, thanks, you did the best. No, it's not. It's not them thanking anyone. It's not Andre for all the work he does, not me for, honestly, having one spreadsheet. But they're out there playing, they're having fun, and we didn't have them part of SHEBOX 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah. So
Enrique Rodriguez just mentioned in the chat, Colorado's got a 4-team women's league as well. First year for that.
Enrique Rodriguez is an absolute beauty.
Yeah.
Huge fan. He's purchased a couple of good sticks and just said, hey, I want to buy this and give it away to somebody.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, what a guy.
Wonderful. We're going to leave you with that, but thanks so much, lacrosse friends, for being with us. Thank you, Brian, for coming up and carrying me in this game. I really appreciate it.
If anyone is aware of the size discrepancy, I'm never carrying you anywhere.
Not physically, metaphorically carrying me. It's been a blast having you all here. Thanks so much, and we're back tomorrow. Go to LCC Radotin's YouTube channel. Go to pointbench.com for all the stats, schedule, scores, and just keep watching SHEBOX and SHEBOX Lacrosse.
Forever.
Yeah.